Hi friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a great day. Well, in front of you, you can see my newest puzzle, which is a 1,000-piece Springbok puzzle called 4 Seasons of Cats. I had a great time on this puzzle. This puzzle was so much fun. I enjoyed it. It was one of those puzzles I hate seeing coming to an end. Even though we all worked for completion of a puzzle, I really hated seeing this come to an end. And of course, what it represents is each panel represents a different season. So we have spring, summer, fall or autumn, and then winter. I guess I should point at the box because I know there's quite a glare on the puzzle in front of me. But I had a great time on this puzzle. The colors were beautiful. It was challenging. It did have some challenging aspects, especially with the fur. But you know, that's part of puzzling. I like to have a little challenge when I work this. Now the most difficult season for me was the summer season because of all this different flowers and the different types of fur color here. And I was trying to have to sort out the different fur pieces here from the cat from the springtime because obviously the colors greatly match. And what I did is I started out with autumn, and then I crossed over to summer, and then I did springtime, and I finished with the winter aspect of the puzzle, which was obviously the easiest part because it had very few pieces left. And once I got started on it, the pieces just kept falling into place. It was one of those puzzles that was just, I went into the zone. I literally just could not stop, pull myself away. And I don't like to rush my puzzles. I'm not a speed puzzler. I like to take my time because the nature of puzzling for me is enjoying the image, taking your time, focusing on the next piece, focusing on the next section, and enjoying that, and don't actually rush through it because it's so relaxing just to take your time with it. Now, obviously, if you're new to this channel, my name is Ricky, and I actually, what I do is show my Springbok puzzles and work a puzzle or two to completion. And then what I also do is show you some of my vintage books. Now today, I was very fortunate because I went to the thrift store and I found these vintage books for $2 each. And I really was shocked by how cheap or inexpensive they were. And stay tuned after the time lapse because on this video I will be doing a time lapse of this 1,000-piece puzzle. And then I will also be showing you my vintage books. But anyway, let me know in the comments if you've actually worked this puzzle, a Springbok puzzle, or if you intend to get it. Now, as of today, it is currently on the Springbok website. And just to let you know, I'm not paid by Springbok. I'm not a spokesperson for Springbok. I have no relationship with them other than I'm a super fan. They are my favorite puzzle company, and I absolutely love my Springbok puzzles. But if you go out on their website and actually register, you can actually start earning points and become a member, earning points, and those points translate into dollar amounts that you can use for future purchases. But anyway, with that said, I hope you're having a great day, and definitely leave me a comment. I would love to hear from people and make new friends, and tell me your Springbok puzzling experience. Anyway, I hope you have a blessed day, and thank you for watching. Alright, as you can see, I've decided to do a 1,000-piece Springbok puzzle. It's called 4 Seasons of the Cat. And look at that image. It's going to be a real fun puzzle because I have really basically 4 panels to work on. We got spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And of course, with it being 4 distinct sections, I'm assuming it's going to be roughly about 250 pieces each. I don't think I'm going to have too much trouble with this puzzle. I think it's going to be really quite fun and delightful to work on. I just love the colors of the puzzle. I love the scenery, and it looks like it's a little busy here where it clashes, 2 images clash together, but I like how it looks sort of overblends too. But anyway, this is the front of the cover of the box, obviously, and let's look at the side. Springbok, 1,000-piece. Springbok. And Springbok, and flipping it over, I can see some advertisements for other Springbok puzzles. This one I have, and it looks like it's going to be really fun and challenging. This one looks really cute, but it's a 100-piece puzzle. They do have a wide range of variety of shapes. I believe ranging from 60 pieces on up to 2,000-piece puzzles. But anyway, I can't wait to work on this. And autumn is my favorite season. I love autumn. When the weather starts to cool down, the leaves start to change colors. I like seeing the seasons change, and this is going to be a delightful puzzle to work on. All right, let's go ahead and open this box and see what's inside. Okay, got a notification of a free gift. Okay, we got the beigeish brown backing. I see my puzzle dust, of course. Oh, this is going to be fun. Look at this. Let me go ahead and get this opened up. I've been wanting to do this puzzle for a while. I believe I got this back in August or July. Got my puzzle dust. Okay, got my pieces. Oh, look at that. Just running my hands through these puzzle pieces. Wow. Look at all these colors. We got our pieces, some pieces stuck together. We're going to gently remove those apart. I'm the type of person, I don't really like the freebies. I like to start from scratch and have a starting point where nothing's together. Now, obviously, I don't hold that against anybody who does like to do that. Now, this one's got a little tear in it. I want to fix that. And I know sometimes that's a little annoying for Springbok the pieces to stick together. It doesn't bother me. Let me see. Get some of these apart. But anyway, I do see my traditional Springbok shapes here. And I think really the pieces get stuck together sometimes because of the nature of a random cut. Look at that shape there. Look at that one. Now this is a 1,000-piece puzzle, and the shapes, the puzzle pieces are a little bit less than, of course, a 500-piece. Just can't wait to get this together. So what I'm going to do next is actually pull the little remaining pieces apart. Sort of therapeutic for me. It's like popping bubbles, you know, in plastic wrap. Oh, and just to let you know, this puzzle did have a plastic wrap around it, and I removed that before I started the video. Can't wait to work on that. I just love hearing this sound of puzzle pieces just, oh my gosh, I could listen to this all day. All right, so I've got the puzzle sorted in my puzzle tray here. And I think basically what I did was, what I actually did was go by the seasons. I got my spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So here in the tray, it's going to be spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and in the middle is my edge pieces. It was really easy to sort it out, and I know a lot of people, some people don't like to sort their puzzle and just do a lot of chaotic puzzles. I'm somewhat the same way, but for this video and obviously trying to make sure it's sort of coherent, I go ahead and do my sorting a little bit more thorough just to simplify it. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be a fun puzzle to work on. It has clear sections, and I think what I'm going to do is actually work on like a certain season at a time, maybe spring or winter, and then maybe or the autumn and summertime. I just can't wait to work on this. It's going to be such a fun puzzle to work on. And so let's get started. And with that, I just about have the first panel done, which is autumn or fall. And look how pretty that is. This puzzle is so much fun. I think the next section I'm going to work on is up here. Let me grab the box. I think I'm going to work on, I did autumn. I think I'm going to work on, I guess, summer here. Isn't that pretty? It's a real fun puzzle, real fun puzzle. Okay, and with that I've completed the summer cat, and look how beautiful it is. So as a recap, I've got summer cat done and autumn cat done. I think next what I'm going to work on is the spring cat and then complete it off with the winter cat. But this puzzle is so much fun and so enjoyable. I'm really having a great time, and look at that image. Okay, I'm just about done with the spring kitty, and I'm going to put the last pieces in. This puzzle is so much fun. I'm having such a good time with it. Real fun puzzle. So this section was sort of easy. I'm not sure why. I guess because I have a lot less pieces now as I'm getting near to completing it. And the pieces just really just fly in, and boy, I can't say enough about this puzzle. It's so fun. It's so beautiful. The colors are bright or actually pastel and just really pretty. There we go. So spring kitty's done. Summer kitty's finished. And I started with autumn kitty. So the last panel I have is winter kitty. Real fun puzzle. All right, I'm almost ready to complete this puzzle. I'm almost finished with the winter kitty cat, but I realized I found a piece what I forgot to put in the spring, or I didn't see it. So let's go ahead and put that one up here. Look how beautiful this puzzle is. And I'm about to complete it now. This puzzle was such a joy to work, so fun, extremely easy. Even though there's so much fur on this puzzle and various flowers, the colors are so detailed and beautiful. And boy, I had a lovely time on this puzzle. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? 4 seasons of the cat. Okay, I've completed the puzzle, 4 seasons of cats, and I brought it outside because I like to look at my finished puzzles in the sunlight so I can look at the colors real good. It's really beautiful. So let me get rid of the box lid. 1,000-piece Springbok. I'm trying not to cast a shadow on it, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We got the summer. We got spring. Let's move on down to autumn. And then we have winter. This puzzle was such a joy to build. It was really fun. Of course, I say that about all my Springboks. I am a huge fan of the company. I love Springbok Puzzles. They are my favorite puzzles. They're always delightful. Look at those shapes. Now on a 1,000-piece, I'm not going to try the one-hand challenge because it'll probably crumble out here outside. But on my 500 pieces, I can always do a one-hand challenge and not have a problem with it. And the pieces did fit good and tight together on this. But I'm not going to chance doing it out here. Maybe I'll do it at the puzzle table. But look at that. Look at those shapes. Now the difficult part, or the difficult season for me, was the summer season. Of course, those flowers and all that fur. And the easiest, because I finished that last, was winter. And obviously, I didn't, without so many pieces to work with, these pieces just flew into place. But yeah, I love this puzzle. I had a great time. 4 seasons of cats by Springbok. Okay, I've turned the puzzle sideways and I'm going to attempt the one-hand pickup challenge. Wish me luck. I don't think it's going to hold up, but we're going to attempt it. We're going to try it. Let me pat this baby down and make sure she's ready to go. No loose pieces here. All right, so let's go for it. I'm going to grab me a nice section here. Oh my goodness, look at that. 1,000-piece Springbok. Thank you so much. The one-hand pickup challenge. Now if I can put it back down. I tell you, I love my Springboks. I absolutely love them. And that's what you call quality. Love these puzzles. But again, look at this image. I'm going to try to slide it sideways for you. Isn't that beautiful? Sorry about the glare. Look at those different Springbok shapes. Little butterfly. And I love the change of the seasons. I'm not sure if your area sees the seasons change, but I love seeing all 4 seasons. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. Again, it was a real joy to build this puzzle. I had a great time. And I do apologize because I think in the time lapse I referenced the puzzle as 4 seasons of the cat. Actually, it's 4 seasons of cats. We got 4 cats in different seasons, as you can see. Again, a beautiful puzzle to work on, a complete joy. I obviously highly recommend it and tell you go out there and get you a copy because you will not be disappointed. Anyway, as part of the book portion of this channel, I'm going to show you some of my vintage books. And I was out at the thrift store today just taking a look around just to see what they had to offer. And I found me some Grace Livingston Hill. Now, Grace Livingston Hill, she was a novelist of the earliest in the 20th century. And she basically wrote books about heroines who experienced adversity and triumph over evil. That's a common theme. And when I seen these covers, I had to have them. Now, I've never read any of her books, but I'm going to add these to the list. And I know it may seem a little quirky for a middle-aged man to enjoy novels like this, but I enjoy all types of books. There's many different types of books I do read and enjoy, but I really love these vintage ones that have the very special cover. So with that said, let me start out with the first one. And again, all of these are by Grace Livingston Hill. This one is called Miss Lavinia's Call. Now look at that. I'm sure the light has got a glare on there, so I'm going to try to move it around a little bit because it all has plastic wrap around it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then on the back it says, The Wholesome Novels of Grace Livingston Hill. Grace Livingston Hill's novels are as thoroughly modern as they are wholesome and refreshing. The next one I have is Bright Arrows. Look at that. It looks like we can just step into yesteryear. Real beautiful covers. And the next one I have is The Gold Shoe. Isn't that beautiful? Love these old covers. The next one I have is The Street of the City. Look at this charming couple ice skating. Love it. And it looks like she's written, from what I understand, she's written over 100 novels in her lifetime. Very popular in her day. Next one I have is Daphne Dean. Look at the artwork on that. When I see these covers, I just want more. I'm intrigued by it. I'm just like, I want to collect more of these. Now this one I believe I showed in a previous video early in my channel. And it was the only one I had. It's called The Beloved Stranger. Again, isn't that beautiful? Now on my channel, I'll be honest with you, on my books, I don't give any spoilers. Most of the books I have never read, so I can't really tell you that much about them, other than the fact I love this artwork, the wholesome nature of the books, and they just seem like a sweet time in history, these types of books. And my favorite type of books is actually like British murder mysteries or English murder mysteries, like at a manor house or something like that. Like Agatha Christie or Georgette Hare. I love those types of books. Sherlock Holmes. But anyway, let me know if you've read any of Grace Livingston Hill books and what you thought of those. I think they do have a wholesome nature about them, and they look really sweet and entertaining, especially with the themes of good versus evil. And definitely, let me know what you thought of this puzzle. Let me know if you are thinking about getting this puzzle. And tell me what your favorite puzzle company is. Now, obviously, on my channel, I feature Springbok Puzzles. But other than Springbok, some of my favorites are Gallison. Masterpieces, the linen edition. I love those linen editions, just the feel of it on my hand. I love Ravensburgers. I have quite a bit of Ravensburgers in my collection. And most of my Ravensburgers you've probably seen on other channels. That's why I don't feature those on my channel. I stick to Springbok. But anyway, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a blessed day. And I definitely would love to hear from you. And thank you for spending some time with me. Bye now. Jody girl, tell Daddy, what do you think about all these kitty cats on your table? You're not liking it, are you? Huh? You my pretty girl. You my pretty girl. For a little cat, you have some big feet. You have some mighty big feet. What you doing? What you doing? Look up now. Oh, I know what'll get you going. I know what'll get your motor purring. You daddies. You daddy's good girl.